Welcome back, brothers, to part 2 of the Icewind Dale playthrough. This is part 2, so please check part 1 if you haven't already. Or if you're a total psychopath, start with episode 2. Grin and bear it. Let's go. So look, here we are. Where are we? Ah, yes. We're here in front of Nate. There are a lot of, dialogue options with small children in this. And it can often go quite badly wrong, as Nate's about to find out. Mama, they're going to kill me. Well, unfortunately, by aggroing Nate, I aggro the entire town, so I think it's probably worth reloading and ignoring him. And we hit the first shop in Kuldahar. Hey, a small shop, but a big girth. That's what they're after, right? What is this place? This is my shop, friend. Here we are. Mummy's tea. Whoa, God, that is expensive. It is good. I'm sure we pick up a few, but that actually might be worth selling later on. Girdle, a useless girdle. Be great if you could enchant items in this. Unfortunately, there's none of that in almost any of these games. Some incredible items for a bard there. And that one, I mean, that is almost, if you could get to here, could you get here quite quickly and just sprint it? And get that summon Berserker. I bet Berserkers are insane in this difficulty. Arundel has got a peak cozy house. I'm not sure. Can't quite tell. He has got an absolute bachelor pad here as well. Look at that light. Incredible, great, incredible pathfinding here as well. This looks like you can kind of get up to another level there, but you can't. I wonder if that's the Heartstone gem that just sits in his house. I feel like it was part of like a druid temple in the lore. There is a lot of lore, of course, in the game I have no idea about, but I'll struggle my way through. I do know, I'm pretty certain this guy is the route to the DLC, so we'll ignore him, and instead we'll start harassing the people of the town and start looking. Oh, that could be a mummy's tea, you know. Don't take another step. I find that a lot of my voices end up like, people think Monty Python is, you know, just incredible and refined humor. Most people, when they tell a story, sound like they've got the characters from Monty Python. That's just English people talking. And it's always nice when you can kind of work out who the main people are just by their name tags. A new face in Kuldahar. All barmaids have to sound a bit thick. At least they do in my. Oof. We've put a lot of dialogue here. I don't really want to go through and read all of the dialogue. The gist we're getting is there's something going on with the inn in town. But I don't really want to make you suffer through all my voices too early on in the day. I don't know what time you're watching this, but I'm sure you've had enough of them already. A brassy one. There are some interesting American accents in the original Baldur's Gate, which aren't always out of place, but can be a bit arresting for an Englishman to hear. I think these days, the trope is just for all of these kind of fantasy characters to sound like they're from various parts of the British Isles, and occasionally you might get a French bad guy or a Spanish traveller. Some of you are talking about how some of the voices in Diablo, some of the accents chosen in the original Diablo were quite interesting. Because to me, like, okay, you'd have your Scottish and your maybe an Irish person, and then certain parts of England. But then again, you have to translate that to a different geography. So Aldwin, suspicious. Never trust a man that short.
Done and done.
Nice little bed cover there, though. That's kind of the thing I noticed. Failed to force the lock. Now, one of those we've got to try and bash through. We're going to need a potion maybe of strength. Or some kind of... Actually, I'm a cleric, so maybe there's something I can do here. And Conlon here is going to be very, very important. He has probably 1 billion gold's worth of items. Where he stores them, I don't know. So I'd very happily kill him and take them all. Helm of the Trusted. But unfortunately, I mean, I think it's red because I'm not able to use it. I'm guessing it's alignment based, but the stories in this, man, is so good. And a lot of the stories are generally quite innocuous. It's just things that get magical properties over time. I think it might be dwarf only, that one. Faith get. Oh, look at that. Dispel magic on a successful hit. I don't think axes are anything I can use. That +4 versus giants would actually be very useful. God, it's very expensive. A lot of this stuff, I mean, one of those is 57,000 gold. Look at that. Lonesome Road. 57,000 +1 constitution. This is a very, very cool story, by the way. Halv in the Dark. When he was finally captured, he was free of guilt because he was just following orders. Not good enough, mate. So they basically make him have a 30-year adventure. And at the end, he throws his axe into the forehead of the wooden statue. Awesome. But very, very expensive. And I think, actually, I'm not sure how often, Applebane. I actually thought this was something I picked up, but no. Just Pelwin's Blade was rarely used for combat. So his comrades called it Applebane. Oh, that is the one I picked up. Yeah, okay, sorry. And I can sell those arrows because I'm never going to have any use of that. Sell the full stack, please.
I can do that with my eyes closed.
And this is a very, very cool little addition. And somehow, thanks to the warmth of the Hearthstone Gen, cattle flourish. It's nice that it's meant to be perpetually summer. Still looks pretty cold. But I think that's part of the reason why we're drafted in, to see why it's shrinking. Oswald Fiddlebender. Great, solid name. And here's where we can find some decent stuff. 30 flame ore there. That is actually going to be very important. I don't think I need it just yet, but please don't let me forget when we get to Trollland. Potion of Invisibility could be interesting. Could be a bit of like a get out of jail card. Will I remember that? No. We do kind of want to identify that. That could be a mummy's tea. If it's worth 900 gold to buy, then it's got to be worth at least a decent fraction of that to sell. And I always forget about the temples and churches in all of these games, in all of the Infinity Engine kind of D&D games, to me are extremely forgettable. Some of them better than others, but I do find it all a bit tiresome, especially all of the gods in the Forgotten Realms games. They're very tough to recall all of them. And Weenog here, we've killed so many of his cousins. Very, very cool that he exists at all. There's some great little bits in this. I mean, this is a super cool little tower built into the tree. Look at this room. I mean, what more do you want? What more do you people want? Stacks of books. This probably took someone hours. Hours upon hours and hours, and it's worth it. I love it. Although I definitely need to sort that rug out because it's not straight. You've come to the right place. So mainly spell seller, unfortunately, Orrick. Oh, I'd love it if we could get Find Familiar. One of the best things about this game, Find Familiar, it's just so cool that your alignment changes the pet. What's that movie called? The Golden Compass? Man, the conversations. I've not read the books. I apologize to anyone who loves the books, but I've seen the movie. And the coolest thing about it is just the discussion you get on what animal would you have. Everyone's like, probably a lion or it's no. It would mostly be sparrows and moles, houseflies, earthworms. Everyone would have such rubbish runs. I'd probably have a polar bear, as you'll see. So no town is safe in this permanently. This town especially is going to have a hard time of it. Oh no, it's not this town. Oh no, it's yeah, pretty much every town in this gets a solid dicking over. But this is our first opportunity to test our mettle against the Tundra Yetis, of which we have quite a number to get through. Okay, on this little bridge, I've been able to... Are you joining in? No. He's buggered off. Yeah, hopefully we can hold them on this bridge. Oh, it doesn't look so good. They are very, very tough. but not as tough as my zombie boys. That took quite a long time. Tuck. Oh my god. See, it's so early on in the recording, and I'm already unable to talk properly. Done and done. That's a classic line there. But I think let's just work our way around the bottom part of this. For those unfamiliar with the Vale of Shadows, which is where I am now, then there's a huge amount of little areas to explore here. It's brilliant. Look at that, chunked. Super satisfying. And unfortunately, more Yetis. Now, I made the mistake of being what I thought was a clever boy and selling those Yeti pelts straight off the bat. I think there is something you can do with 10 Yeti pelts. There's no way I'm carrying that many around. But if you sell them, then the general sell value of Yeti pelts goes down. So I sold the first 2, and now I've reduced the value of all Yeti pelts in town permanently. You should try and sell them all in one go if you can.
I can do that with my eyes closed.
And I hear from a few of you that you're playing this at the same time, or at least I've maybe inspired another playthrough,
Here I go.
which is great to hear because I love this game, and I hope you stick with it as long as I plan to. Eric looks like he might be a tough cookie. Unfortunately, he's not very, either not very quick, or he's not very quick to anger. Hello? Why have you returned? Only follower of the faith. I wonder if you could choose the cleric alignment that will allow you Merkel. Don't think you can. The Lord of the Dead. But I wonder if there's a way if you can become a follower of Merkel and just, I think to be a true follower of Merkel, you have to be undead, which I don't plan on. Hello? Oh my goodness me. Come on, lad. You're not going to follow me? Yeah, I think I really pissed him off.
Done and done. Of course.
Okay, I'm guessing Theric isn't going to be too tough. But you're never sure. The problem is I'm not that tough. For those people at this point might be thinking, why don't you use I wasn't going to talk about this, but I've talked about Turn Undead. There's no point on this difficulty. So Heart of Fury basically adds 12 additional levels to Turn Undead. So I'd need to be 12 levels above these creatures, which I'm not. And I'm nowhere close to. So maybe at some point, very, very far in the distance, I will be able to cast Turn Undead against some skeletons that I'd probably be able to kill relatively easy at my high level anyway. Until that point, we're stuck with a completely useless skull on a hotbar down the bottom. One of my favorite concepts for a spell, Turn Undead. Interesting. High quality stuff here as well. Got some pretty decent strength, but I am but one man, of course. Now, the other thing I've got to be really cautious of here. Oh, lovely little skeleton boy band here. Calcium Conference.
Ready? Yep.
Lesser Shadows, yeah. I have a feeling that there are a few areas here where creatures respawn. So I have to be pretty careful. Just wandering around at the end of an adventure. I think they are almost infinitely respawning as well. Wow, there's quite a few. I'm pleased to announce that I can hit these as well. I had a feeling they might be immune to normal weapons. Debating here what kind of value I can add. Not much. Mainly because my combat bonuses from my chants and blesses and all that kind of nonsense just don't last long enough for the fight. They go on far too long. So the first bit can be a bit fun. Like now it looks like we're having a good time. Actually, kind of stand corrected because we are cracking through these guys. That's what you get for wearing a dress. Few whole persons I'm going to hold on to just in case. And I've got these level 5 spells. I just don't need them. There was a guy in the comments of the previous video who was particularly vocal about how crap all the spells are. In all of these games, it's difficult to defend what I know to be true. But yeah, there's a lot of trash. But that's part of the fun. I mean, look, you got to do these kind of runs. Oh no, this isn't good, by the way. Weapon ineffective. Oh, here we go. And there's the infinitely respawning corner of misery. Oh, I'm in real trouble, actually. Why are they after me so much? Okay, maybe I can just little bit of a slalom here. Move that one scaly boy. Move him back in place. Move him there. Okay, we might be all right now. We just got to hope my weapon's effective. There's a lot of weapon ineffective I'm seeing, by the way. I actually had to disappear and come back, by the way. But that weapon ineffective against this guy, I mean, I can't be here forever. I think I'm the only one that can actually do any damage.
Here I go.
Because I kind of technically have a maybe +1. I'm not sure. We're about to find out. This could be GG, even at this point. Weapon ineffective skeleton. Yeah, this is tough. Deciding what to do here, and you'll be pleased to know I'm finally using Sanctuary the way it should be used, which is to run away. So I have every intention of absolutely legging him. So you can see all these weapon ineffective coming up. I'm not seeing the same kind of stats coming up as usual, but let's sell these Yeti pelts only for 40. Tough. A little bit of cash there. 600 is actually not bad, seeing as that was a very brief adventure. But we killed Theric. We've cleared a little bit of the trash. Not all of the trash, or the respawning stuff. And I get a little bit of an extra quest there as well from your man. From Orrick in his cozy cottage.
Ready.
Maybe let's take the top route. I think that's what we should have done to begin with. I have a feeling it's structured that way
And done.
to ensure that you kind of do them in an order. Now, some of them are pointless, but it's all loot, it's all experience. And look, I'll be honest, I just want to see them. This is all very nostalgic for me. There's nothing quite like exploring the peaks of Icewind Dale, up and around the mountains. This whole area just looks so cool. All these little tombs built into the mountains. Got the lads in formation. Oh, wow. Okay.
That with my eyes.
It's a real disco in there, guys. I better run, actually, because it's going to be quite a full contingent of guys coming out. Some very slow. Only 3? Oh, we're laughing then. That could have been 10. I'm casting here. My big brain has got some kind of undead ward. Oh, I think I've just missed. It looks very, very 1990s, I'll be honest. As skills go, I'm not sure about this one. Doom, however, another 90s classic. Doom does work, at least. Combat bonuses, combat penalties there. I think those are the kind of skills we've got to be using. I'd love it if we could get something to speed this up, though. Yeah, my zombie there is getting absolutely fracked into. He's gone. Soon enough. He's making an absolute racket. Imagine the echo. Time I thump my mace into that skeleton's head over and over again. Although I seem to be not attacking. Oh, there we go. One thing I do turn off in these games is the filler hits. The animations normally just put in a few little hits in between, just to make it look like you're doing more than you actually are. Ooh, that's pretty rough. I was pretty lucky there. The last thing we want is what happened last time, where we got chased by every little goblin in certain little areas. We just got to crack through, crack some skulls, crack some bones. Ooh, nice little hit there. A crit hit, 12 crushing. That is probably... Whoa! Okay. Damage taken, 58. That's 58 and 28 damage. In very quick succession. That's why I have this little other skill as part of my class kit with the cleric that I should be activating first, which gives me partial immunity and looks way over the top. There's definitely a way I could angle that to get a few more bounces, but that was pretty good. A little bit of fun as well, but easy way to lose your life, really, more than anything. So, big brain. Big brain profit Ezekiel time. I'm going to cast Sanctuary, and I'm going to run through the whole thing. What is that? Carrion crawler. Okay.
Do that with my
Thought I'd catch that in my chest. Okay, a few bits and pieces. Not much of really any use. Damn. What is that? Stinking Cloud. It looks a lot like Cloud Kill to me. It's very similar. Save versus death. I think I'm probably okay. I think I would take 3 damage if I were to be hit by it. I think let's get out of here. I think let's rest. Oh my goodness me, you serious? Anyway, we'll skip past that. We killed him dead. And then we resummon the lads in here. And it really is bone on bone action, this. Which is the next video you'll be watching after this, I'm sure, on a different website.
Here I go.
Some sword fighting, if you know what I mean. The problem is they're all quite resistant to damage. Unless it's Undead Ward, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I mean this is the problem. This is the big criticism. Look, maybe there's some specific nuance about this spell. Maybe it's the difficulty I'm playing on. But what? It's a level 5 spell. It should be doing something. These are all undead. Mine and theirs. Everyone should be like, I don't know, tweaking out. Breakdancing, unconscious, exploding. Something needs to happen. Otherwise, what is the point? Righteous magic, I mean, it gives me maybe a few more hit points and more strength. Which might help me just do a bit more damage if I were to hit, but again, doesn't last a huge amount of time. I might be better off just spamming Bless, to be honest. I just need a better weapon. A few more levels, just getting a better weapon. Bring that Thaco down by 4 or 5 would make a very big difference, I think. Look at this guy. He definitely looks like he's lost the bet, hasn't he? Drinking game didn't go in his favor there. Strip poker. Can't tell if he's the winner or the loser at this point. I have to see what's if there's anything stuck inside him. Again, I don't know if that would tell me if he won or lost. More Skelly Boys, but I'll tell you what, that's a great transition because I don't know about you, but I've maybe had enough. We'll get to a point, lads. Just stick with it. Honestly, once we get to the next 2 levels, it just suddenly speeds up so quickly. But there's going to be the thumbnail will be a pretty good clue as to what's going to happen. But in the meantime, we have to earn what we know is coming. A lot of this stuff I don't really need. I mean, this is going to some real crap equipment. One of you, literally only one of you, said that it was Morrowind where you could kill your summoned creatures and get their weapons. It's so true. I can't remember exactly if it's the Golden Saint that you could do that with. I don't think you could do it with the Daedric summons because that would be too overpowered. But I'm sure with the Golden Saints you could get maybe ebony, glass items from them. Can't quite remember. I don't really want to look it up either because I'm quite looking forward to rediscovering Morrowind very soon. Got some good ideas planned for some runs in that game. And also modding it very heavily to make it look as good as possible. I mean, it looks incredible, right? But I'm sure we can do some special stuff with it to make the kind of world and aesthetics really pop. One of the things I want to mention here is the Carrion Crawler. Absolutely love it. What a weird creature. It's so otherworldly. I think the lore of the Carrion Crawler is it's like maybe it's a wizard spell that went wrong, and that's how they were created in the first place. But they are to me like peak fear D&D kind of character. Because I could just imagine if I was in this world, get the lads together, do some adventuring, and one Carrion Crawler would just paralyze us all, kill every one of us, and that's the end. Not much you can do about it. Oh, this is cool as well. More skulls for the skull throne. Be careful of this stuff. Yeah, so just catch it. Catch in my heart. These guys should be getting absolutely destroyed here. I am over encumbered, but I don't want to drop anything. But I want that stinking cloud. That's a good classic prank for the pub later. Oh, we have to do this. Wow. Just so good. This took so long. It really looks like I kind of wish there was a big swag bag you had to pull along with you. It was just not worth it at all. 1311. This, if I was an adventurer again, this is exactly what I'd do. I'd sell everything. Surely 1 gold is actually worth quite a lot. But not much you can do. It's a 1 night stay in a hotel. Level up. Yes, come on. No, no. Oh, not much. Thaco, yes. Okay, reduced by 2 is brilliant. Another level 4, another level 5. Not really what we need. It's not bad, but it's not great. Oh, it's closer to where we need to be.
I can do that with my
A little bit of over organization then, but quite nice. I've really messed it up as well. Sorry, Boris.
I can do that with my eyes closed. Of course.
Okay, looks like oh, that's dangerous as well. Oh, lucky. Lucky there. I'm just so concerned. I'm trying some turning undead here just because I don't know. I quite like the sound bite. I know it's not going to do anything.
I can do that with my eyes closed.
Maybe I'm getting a little bit of snow fatigue here. This at this point in the run, there's quite a lot of endurance. I'm going to put a lot of blesses together here as well, because I think actually that will speed things up by maybe 20%. We just got to smash our way through, and the Thaco, well, it's making a little difference. Ooh, okay, a ghast, a bit like a carrion crawler. Ghasts are a little bit scary. I believe against most humans, they've got a very good chance of paralysis. That save versus death that the zombie just had to make. Pretty much every time that's hitting, that would be a paralyzed character. And it's the same thing as hold person, right? So once it happens to one of your characters, even at lower difficulties, it's GG. It's so tough to power them down or heal the character because they don't change the target. But the one thing about the ghasts I really don't like is the fact they look like zombies. That to me is really intimidating. Because again,
My eyes
I'd be with the lads. I'd be like, look, there's a zombie up there. And everyone's dead. All my best friends are dead. And it's my fault. Yeah. Not that I've overthought these things over drinks, but yeah. Of course I have. And I hope you have too. Man, the loot. Little key there as well. Okay. I think a lot of the keys just open up other areas in the final tomb. I don't think they're 100% required. I might be wrong. I'm very willing to be corrected on a lot of this stuff, guys, but I'm by no way an expert. But I am very passionate, which is why all my friends got killed by a carrion crawler, and then my new set of friends got killed by a ghast. That looks like a ghast to me. Is it? Yeah. See? Oh, it just does look like it's got the same crop top as the zombies do. It's got that real creepy pose. And again, let's just catch that in the gut. That looked like it was a... I don't know, maybe that was 2 different arrows. One standard poison. Oh no, acid I think is that 14 in that colour. I actually randomly have a heal spell on me. Oh my goodness me. One of my favourite things about these games, I may have mentioned this in my Baldur's Gate run, is when you start gaining like permanent immunities and things to stuff, or partial immunities, and you get the little icons on your character portrait. Stacking those up used to be one of the most satisfying things. Especially when you get very decent, like almost immune. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of... I mean, look, these things aren't really worth anything to anyone. I'm just so terrified of being a few gold short. Oh, absolutely love it. That is pure, like, I don't know, 90s. Everything about that animation makes me feel young. It's kind of realistic. It's inviting. It's cozy. I don't know what it is. Nostalgia is something that I'm just so poor at explaining.
And done.
That kind of aesthetic just speaks to me, man. Oh, this feels... It feels worth it. That's got to be something pretty decent there. Let's get rid of these old bits. I mean, what are these, like 1 gold? Come on, dude. There's no way I'm going to be able to leave them in there, by the way. Potion of Genius? I don't think that's going to be very useful. Mate, I can't remember if saving throws... I think it might just be certain character classes that have saving throws. Related to intelligence. Sorry, I'm not finishing my sentences. I'm a little bit tired, but I didn't want to not get this out a week later. So I've made a really, really bad excuse that you don't care about. So there you go. Oh, nice. A halberd of sparks. I used to call them halliburds. I don't know why, but that's the way I read it. And then once you say it once in your head as a kid, that's the way it is forever. It took me a long time to train myself to halberds. But yeah, halberds. And great that my lore is getting up enough so I don't have to identify stuff. Because that is actually quite a drain on the resources we've got. Pretty much 100 gold a time, right? I mean, that's a lot of... considering I'm selling stuff for 1, 3, 5 gold. It's a tax that I don't want to have to pay. These yetis are just getting in the way. I thought there was a big posse of them here. I didn't remember this giant statue either. Now, I know there's a tomb up the top. Yeah, lesser shadows up the top we got rid of. Probably worth going here now, actually. While we're ready. Got the lads in formation. Look at the snow, man. That looks so cool. I love the way it looks even on the minimap. It's just a pixel. Wow, okay. I don't think we've got too many, but I might be wrong. 1, 2. 2 would be ideal. We might have a zombie coming in a bit later. Probably need to be a little bit careful.
Here I go.
So, Sanctuary. I'm getting good at this now. Okay, that's not great. The fact that one of them's moving around. I don't want them to surround me. They might end up following me around. I don't have a huge duration on this, so I kind of need to... This niche holds 6 small bronze statues. Right, let's just quickly sort this out. Love the fact you can stack potions. I think in the good old days you could only stack potions of healing up to 5. I'm so glad they've changed that. Let's keep going. I'm feeling brave / reckless. Whoa! Just catch that in my crotch. Okay, Stinking Cloud. It's all right. We've got a few little spots here. It's nice that you can, like, pause in between this. All that armor could be pretty good as well. Nothing else here. I don't know if we really need these swords. I want a little bit of space. I don't want to be over encumbered. That's the main reason. Okay, we've got some lads with us. Well, I think we really do, actually.
I can do that with
Are
my
they going to come out? Oh, damn, they are. Okay, well, I'm glad we worked that out in this context, because that's going to be nicer for us to learn here than in other areas. I don't have a huge amount to help with this, spell-wise, so... Other than... Are you serious? Incredible. I did probably more damage to my own group than to theirs. This should be good. Oh, look at that. Incredible. That is a very, very good spell. That is also a very good roll. 6 out of 6. Unfortunately, 6 is the summoning limit. The summoning limit should be 30. I think in the original Baldur's Gate, 'cause I remember fighting Dritz, and the only way you could do it is by summoning hundreds of creatures. Maybe it still was only 6 at a time, but he would one-shot everything I summoned. So just be him killing things, and then like 2 mages constantly summoning, while he was just absolutely smashing his way through. But I would very much like to do a... Do I actually want to do a Dritz? It's more just so I can talk about the books, because I absolutely love those R.A. Salvatore books. If you haven't read them, oh my god. Just buy them now. The original trilogy is so good. In fact, I think the original trilogy might be set in Icewind Dale. Wait, no. Much like Lion with Your Wardrobe, I think the first books he wrote were set in Icewind Dale. Really, really good books. The next 3 he wrote were like the prequels. So like just confusing, of course. But the nice thing is he kind of writes them in series of 3. So you've got the first 3 books, you've got the second 3 books, and you can kind of buy them and read them like that. But they are so good, my dudes, so good.
We must discover the source of this evil before the balance is
I think I may have read maybe 9, 10 Dritz books, and I love them. And I actually feel like starting them again now. I've said it, so I might do that. But I've barely got any time as it is making these videos, so the last thing you want me to do is to take any longer. Fortunately, in the gut of a Yeti, I think I found something. Oh, very, very nice, my dude. To be honest, I'm not even sure if I'm going to bother identifying that. It looks pretty clear that it's a +1/+1. So just a +1 sling. And I'm going to go back to Gerag, actually, in the earlier area. Because we finally told him it's a very, very weird quest, this. We basically say, I'm not going to say, too bad you whiny baby, because he's a tough nut. Ooh, okay. I don't remember this cave. Oh, damn. Oh, again, very, very lucky. Oh, it's coming now. I'm sure I hit it. Oh, I did. 8 damage. Okay, well, +1's helping. I'm getting a bit more cavalier with the lightning bolts, just because it speeds up combat so much. But I'm losing a lot of points with the Skeleton Union. Thank goodness me. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. I think the next level is going to be a very big one. I think there's a cleric in here. I might just... Part of me, seeing as I'm only fighting one, I might just run up there and just pull anyone else. Okay, weird. I really thought there was more in here. Maybe I've done this wrong. Part of me thinks they're in the pub at the beginning as well. So here's my plan. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is why this game's so cool. All these games are so good. I used a skill to increase my strength, and now I'm strong enough to bash it open. Oh, what a reward as well. Oh, nice, some gnomish tools. Okay, this probably was, but maybe I'm just misremembering this. But let's pop all these in their rightful containers. All cash. Nice. Okay, there's some decent stuff here. I say decent. It's all stuff I can sell.
I can do that with my eyes closed.
And the experience keeps... Oh, no. Oh, this is... Okay, this is one of those... Don't walk around the statue at the wrong time of day. You get absolutely beaten up. I was very lucky then to even get a casting. They're bullying me. That's what happens when you anger the unions. So I'm doing what anyone else would do in my situation. Especially when they've lost so many friends to preventable encounters. Oh, are you kidding me? Let's just get back. So let's put these golden gnomish tools to use. Be useful. Nice. I really love the way this environment looks, by the way. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Luckily, nothing fell off the shelves or broke by the looks of it when it crashed. Although I might be misremembering that, and he may have just... Warhammer +1. I am going to sell it. Don't get cross with me. I am going to sell it. Scarab of Goodwill. So I think the Scarab of Goodwill is what I want, right? Because it's so good. Where's it gone? Has he done me over? Oh, it's in my bag. Okay. So the Scarab of Goodwill. The reason why I want the Scarab of Goodwill is because Charisma +5. My Charisma is not good. But with +5, I should be able to get much better sell prices or buy prices as well. So let's cast Charisma modification. And we're looking for Bag of Holding 1-3. What? Oh, damn, it's the same. I think my Charisma is just too low. It started too low. So you need much higher Charisma. Okay, well, never mind. Well, what we can do is make a huge amount of noise upstairs in the inn. But Righteous Magic gives us the extra strength to smash that lock open. And here we have it. To the people of Kuldahar. So he's left this ring as his will. And we can now confront Aldrin here. What do you want? This ring has an inscription. Oh, bollocks. You snivelling little dog. This is the way I talk to my family. Hold on. It's not my fault. Giving him a bit of a kind of Liverpool twang there. This is it's quite cool here because being the kind of alignment I am, I don't really care that much. Unless I can somehow monetize this, really. I'm just not that bothered. I'm kind of evil, though, so I do kind of think what he's done is maybe a little bit amusing, so at least give me a discount. And I'm going to say, you've got to tell the town elders. Because it's just annoying. Unfortunately, we have to go through all these... more in here as well. Hopefully we don't have the immune to weapons one. That seemed to be dicking us up last time. Oh, it looks pretty clear. Maybe that was a random encounter then. Nice. I've done the old jump in here, cast Sanctuary, pull the lads up from the ground. I would love it if the skeletons improved with your level. And where they may have like started just bashing with their fists like a zombie might, they end up like pulling their arms off and using those as weapons or like their legs. That's a little bit more of the humor of Planescape Torment, which we now know was being done at the same time. So I think we probably know which project they'd asked me to move on to once I suggested that. Nice little like front, People's Front of Judea here. To be confused with the Judean People's Front, of course. Love these little environments. Love the like into the darkness kind of walkways over endless chasms. Reminds me of when Peregrine? His name is Peregrine. Already thought of it before. Peregrine took Pippin, knocks the helmet down the well. Lord of the Rings gets told off by a grown-up. And it's horrible because you know that would probably be you in the adventure and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, I actually genuinely really want to play Mines of Moria again. There's a few things on my Discord that we've tried to get organized. But if you're interested in playing Mines of Moria with me, and I know there's at least one other guy who's quite keen on it. So if you want to play, I'd love to get a bit of a crew together and actually see what the game is. I've never played it multiplayer. Played it a little bit when it was very early, 2-player. But the loading screens between players was so bad, it was almost unplayable. It would be like a 2-minute wait between like just chunks loading. So it was just so annoying to have to play. But I got relatively far on my own, but I'd love to play it on a really hard difficulty with some mad lads. So yeah, just let me know in the comments. Join the Discord. Just put a comment in. I'll make another side group and we can get it organised. The other thing as well is Guild Wars. I've been trying for ages to try and get a Guild Wars group. So if you've played Guild Wars, original Guild Wars this is. I played 2. I didn't love it. Level 6. Okay, I'm talking too much. But just to finish off, if you want to play Guild Wars with some people, join the Discord. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. You pretty much need to join the Discord, otherwise I'm not going to know who you are. But the most important thing that's happened is we've got level 6 spell. So I'm going through them now. There's got to be something here. Aerial Servant. I mean, that's got to be good, right? Blade Barrier. I'm not sure that's any good because I don't plan really to get... I mean, 8d8. It is good, but it's not, because that's nowhere near enough damage. I mean, that's not going to be even half a skeleton's health. So here we go. I mean, it's got to be polar bears, right? I'll look through the others. It's got to be polar bears. It's going to be polar bears. It's polar bears. He's going to be there again, isn't he? Oh, he's so annoying. Come on. Fast cast. Here we go. Spellcasting failure. Let's lure him where I've got these 2 extremely sick skeletons who can hodor the bridge here. Well, I use my very, very final spell. I mean, this was almost a reload, which is embarrassing. And I'm going to use some Spectral Hammer. And then I get back out, and he's back again. Something in that little nook there that's extraordinarily cursed. And annoyingly one up here as well. Kind of cleared this area, but it's semi-redundant. It's good experience. But I really want to make some progress. And here it is. The Wolf's Paw. I'm not sure if I can be bothered with that. Luckily, I've still got the lads out here. Oh, that's a bit risky as well. Clear them out, no problem. And now let's have some real fun. And I'll tell you what, guys. This is going to be a game changer. Polar bears are not to be messed with. And I think we get 2 of them. Oh, maybe even 1. Only 1. 2. Okay, yeah, we've got this now. Now you begin to see. I'll get all the lads up. We've got 6 summon limit, of course. The polar bears take up a few of those. They're taking a little bit of damage. But look how much damage they're doing to the skeletons. Only we could get them hasted. Oh, I mean, wow. It's barely injured. And that skeleton is fighting is dead. Even I'm getting inspired. So they are resisting damage from the polar bears, but they're just hitting so consistently. The next level, we get another spell. Another level 6 spell. I'm a bit scared about... Am I getting shot at now? Is that me? Hello? Make some room. I think he might be shooting me. I'm not sure. I think it's worth the tactical I was going to say retreat then, but I don't. No retreat, no surrender. The French Foreign Legion has the policy that they never retreat, and they've suffered more battlefield casualties than any other unit in any army. Oh, okay. I've maybe been lucky there. Oh, this is classic Peregrine behaviour. This, by the way. Okay, hopefully we've got enough time because these are slow boys. Although actually, we might have been saved. I'm not sure. I think that guy might be after me. No? Yes? Oh, damn. Okay, he is after me. What we'll have to do is the old... Oh, okay. This worked out pretty well. For that kind of a fight, guys, that is extraordinarily quick relative to what we've had to endure in the past. And these are pretty tanky guys as well, these Temple Guardians. What a massive power spike we've just discovered. Now, the annoying thing about polar bears there are unfortunately a few setbacks, is they are chunky boys and they love to take up a huge amount of space. So, I mean, I'm going to try and cast some skellies and zomboids, but to be honest, I don't know where they're going to fit. This is an absolute pleasure. I mean, normally by this point, I'm like, oh, what should I cast now? To be honest, half of this battle is almost over. Now, the polar bears are getting hit. They've got very decent health pools as it is. But they don't last as long as skeletons. So we do need to be extremely, conscious that if the battle goes on too long, which it will do in some big fights, that they aren't going to be around forever. Nice. I'm just going to have a quick bath, I think, here. Can I not ID that? It looks like a +1. Oh, mummy's tea! And a dice. No, because that's also a dart +1. My lore should be getting up there. 30 damage! Okay. This is incredible. This is like massively renewed my enjoyment of this playthrough.
Right.
And annoyingly, she's too fat to get through that little door. I say little, it looks pretty big to me. Now, where are we going to go next? I think let's do all the little side areas. You going to let me open the door, dude? I don't really want to be the one getting away. We can't mess around too much because you're not alive for that long. Loving the goop soups, by the way, next to us. 2 polar bears versus 1 zombie here. Oh, it looks like they split targets. Wow, that was very quick. I mean, I did do an edit there, but I promise you. Oh, little sneaky boy there.
Right.
The slowest ambush anyone's ever seen. Hello? Has he forgotten what he was doing? Hello there. I love the sound of the bears as well. It's absolutely terrifying. They are absolutely. I mean, they are very, very good at combat. Part of this difficulty is really just how tanky things are. Whoa! And the explosions do not get tiresome at all. Spamming a lot of stop there. I've just done a Warcraft 1 Archer only run. And there is an awful lot of telling people not to attack. It just gave me some kind of trauma. Just recognition. So yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because that's should be out next week. Well, no reason why it shouldn't be. I'm just trying to work out what soundtrack to put over the as the background music, whether to use the old one or the new one. And I'm definitely looking forward to getting further through this game, mainly just because it's just so rewarding seeing the different items. This is not what I want. That is really quite scary. This gives me flashbacks of when all my friends died. I had to run. Come on, if we just get a few hits on from the bear, maybe he'll change targets. Yeah. Like immediately get aggro. Easy. Now, the bears actually probably do have a chance of getting stunned. There might be a necessity to save versus death. Thankfully, it's not necessary. And everything went well in this little tomb. Opening this particular grave. Oh, those potions look so similar. Now, they look like gauntlets of weapon skill. That might be. And to be honest, I'm so used to having more weapon slots. Now, we haven't resummoned. This actually might be a bit of a mistake. This happened a few times as well when the bear boys disappeared and I was stuck back against, very, very slow. I mean, the zombie here is getting completely in the way. So let's try and filter as many of these guys out of the way as we can. Yeah, and here we go. This was a real mistake. And it's so much slower than just hitting sleep. One thing I've never done before, tell me if any of you guys have done this. Because I know there's some real, I was going to call you tryhards then. It's a real tryhard thing to do. But a real like hardcore run of any of these games, like no saves. Like if you sleep and it goes wrong. And some people do like speed runs where they don't sleep too much. Like they have to do it within a certain time limit. Oh, this has gone as well as can be expected. He's not going to fit through that door either, is he? Okay, we're playing the old. Sorry. So luckily we did get someone off there. I think he might be distracted by the summon. Oh, look at this. Good fun. I used to get quite a lot of varied loot as well. The nice thing about solo is it's all for me. Yep. Okay, let's use the zombie here as bait. Try and get him just to keep walking me in the spine. Hopefully these bears will last long enough. Really do not want to have to rely on that zombie. Oh, look at that. That's actually a kill from myself.
Just.
Now, this might be a tougher fight. Is he a leech or like a skeletal mage? Amazing. You come here and slay. No, it's not that kind of voice, is it?
Amazing.
I don't really know how skeletons would sound because they have no lungs, right? This conflict was inevitable. That sounds more like Myconid. Easy fight, actually, this. So now we've got some bear boys. Easy. Well, you can see there, one of the bears did actually get chonked down. So it's not all laughs and giggles. It's just mostly laughs and giggles. We've got some pretty decent stuff here. Deciding kind of what I want to keep, and we don't need those really, do we? Maybe yeah, some of this stuff. We definitely want that. We definitely want that. Pearl. There's a few high quality items here. Yeah, look, the problem is we've got a lot of like trash in the way now. We just want the bear. It's a shame that we can't somehow prioritize these zombies just to get out of the way. As soon as they get in the battle. Oh, damn. Okay, we've got Merkel's Sending, is it? $18 slashing damage he took from the bear. Wow, okay, that guy was easy. It looks like he's dropped something quite interesting. I don't really feel like putting that on because you just don't. What was that spell? That looks awesome. We're getting closer to the center of this place. Annoyingly, there's nothing down there. What we do have in here, some trouble. I think what I might do is just chuck some bears in there. Is it a mummy? Can't really get the angle for the bears. Maybe I need to just come down a little bit. Maybe just get it right behind him. You can prepare for a lifetime for a battle, but nobody expects two giant polar bears just to pop out from midair and just start slashing you to death. He's resisting a lot of damage, by the way. That is impressive. But it's not going to go well for him. Hopefully there aren't going to be too many mummies up ahead. This is actually quite a tough creature. They do have generally pretty decent health pools anyway. I mean, this guy's got, I think, 215 hit points. He also causes disease on here. That's not too much of a problem for any of my dudes. He's got 50% resist to a lot as well. And he's actually immune to my sling, which is a +1. Luckily, he's not immune to a polar bear. But yeah, you can see he's resisting so much. 50% resistance there. And I can see what he was doing on the toilet all these years. I don't know if I need that broken armor. I'm really not sure. We'll pick up the stuff we know. Oh, there's a few little nice bits and pieces here. Shout out to those lads on the toilet right now. I know there's a few of you, a few of you out there. Now, I'm just teasing. Teasing trouble. And we're desperately trying to keep these bears in formation. No, 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 no. It is so keen to kill. And there we go. Now go for it. Enjoy yourself. Let's walk this skeleton. Be careful not to push me in there. What are you doing? I genuinely really feel... I'm actually not sure that bear on the left is actually fighting. Oh, he is now. Yeah. We can speed this up, though, because it's a foregone conclusion of what's going to happen. Bears are going to bite. Bears are going to win. And we're down to level 2. Now, anyone sensible... Wait, is there an area to the top we haven't done there? Okay, we better do this first. Now, I have got a very strong feeling that there are a lot of rooms here. That are going to open up. Sorry, I'm delaying talking too much, but I've got a strong feeling that once I do something like sit in this bath, sit in this hot tub, there's going to be some trouble, and I need to make sure I'm nowhere close to him. I really need these zombies to stay in formation because I don't want them to not be the ones to get the aggro when I do end up sitting in this hot tub. Okay, I think let's just do it now. A bit worried. But as long as he's in formation, the other zombie should be closer at the top. I'm just going to move him over a little bit. Please! Okay, maybe it's worth just taking this one skelly boy down first. Please. Please stay still. Darren, please! Darren, please! Okay, now we're in a good position. I do think there's quite a lot that come from the hallway, so we need a bear there, really. We'll get the skeleton. We haven't got long with these bears, so we need to hurry up. Right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Is it open? Hello? Yeah. Oh, nice little colour spray there as well. Oh, that is a real, like, unpleasant trap, by the way. It could easily knock your whole party unconscious. Temporarily, but, I mean, that will be the end. That will be a reload for most of us, I think. A little bit of a heal on the bear there, which is quite cool. Oh, I think the bear on the right should be the first little thing we need to manage, because he's going to crack through that skeleton pretty quickly. That skeleton group up the top is starting to get a little bit intimidating. I think let's bring the skelly down, the bear down. Okay, and let's just clear this room out as best we can. We're going to have to hold the front with the bears, I think. Oh, it's at 10 times speed. It's still not super fast. But before you even know it, the bears have just cleared it out. Just going to send this chunky boy up here, just in case someone's stuck in their cell or whatever. Nice. Sanctuary. It's time to go back. Here we go. Yeah, he's back again. And we should actually have some decent upgrades here. First thing, of course, these gauntlets. I think they're the gauntlets of weapon skill, which should give us an Thaco improvement. Yeah, technically Thaco -1, of course, but it's +1 to the stat, which is a -1. Not confusing for anyone. That is cool. Non-detectable and magic means. But unfortunately, I can't use it, so we are going to sell it. Very well. Ring of Shadows. Oh, God, it's worth loads. Nice. Okay. Look at our cash. It's up there now. Now, the problem is, I probably wasn't expecting... Oh, that's a decent scroll as well. 50% fire resist. I probably wasn't expecting to have this much. Major cut. I mean, a lot of this stuff's no good. Disease halberds, cool. Quite a few halberds. Halberd of sparks, halberds of disease. I'm going to switch it up. to the Morning Star. 2d4 plus 1 is one of the better ones. I think it's better than 1d6 plus 1, especially with that speed factor. And we're back in the tomb. We're not messing around. The pace of this game. You were concerned, I know, for a moment. Oh, damn. As that bear should be about his anal health after that. This is not ideal because he's quite a big target. So it's not like he can hide very easily behind a pillar. Oh, do you know what? Just get stuck in, lads. I just don't want them to aggro the entire room. I have a feeling there's a very big room here on level 2. And there's a lot of nonsense going on. Oh. Skeleton archers. I think it's just 2 skeleton archers. Maybe there's more than 2 there. This is taking a while. I'm tempted to kind of maybe unsummon. We don't need a lot until the next level up. That next level up is going to be very big.
I can do that with my eyes closed.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, look, this is good. And very bad.
I can do that with my
I think we're just going to have to run this. They are slower than me. No, we're going to have to reload it.
right.
So let's play this better than before. We know there's a trap to set off. Let's set it off and leg it. I actually think we might not have aggroed the whole room there, which is good. We've also got to be really careful about where we end up standing. Because if I ran around the corner, and, oh, I'm okay. This is a serious fight. Okay, the good thing about this fight, we know once it's over. Man, I love the way those bears look as well. They look really cool. Okay, we don't want the bears to be taking too much aggro. Because, yeah, you can see the bears getting absolutely beaten up. It's so important for our DPS. And it's being basically hit by 4 of those skeletons. Let's try and heal him up, see if we can just keep him going for a bit longer. This isn't really going to do too much. But if it keeps him alive for a few more hits, cure serious wounds, is only about 17. I think it is exactly 17 hit points. It's better than nothing. I'm also a bit scared about it dying and then everything decided to turn on me. Oh, is that a level up? Yes, okay. Big news. Our bears are getting caught up as well. We need to almost switch positions with the bears. Okay, there's nothing I could really do there. You might be as annoyed as I am watching this back. I probably should have tried to move them around, but there's nothing I could do. Because my brain is just too smooth. Quite a sad sight, really. I literally thought to myself, that's a sad sight, that bear. But we make a really good rug. So that's the kind of person I am. Yes, proficiency slot. Sword and shield. It's a bit of decade there. Sword and shield style. Probably, I'm not sure. Might be worth it. It is very small bonus, +2 AC. But the most important thing, we've got double bears. Now, do we want some double aerial servants just for the memes? No. We want 4 bears. 4 bears to be proud of us for our 4 bears. It's funnier in my head, that one. Never mind. Now, what have we got in here? We got some japery going on, I can tell. That's not much. Oh, okay, there's the japery. Stinking cloud. We'll get out of the way of that. Ideally, we want maybe him to cast something else at the same time as doing the old classic run through the door when the lightning bolt is about to turn. I think maybe just get rid of these guys. It's annoying. They're going to waste a little bit of time here. But they aren't going to last very long, I'll be honest. Look at that. I'm actually a little bit annoyed that they lasted that long. I think I've only got 2 bears sitting. Let's see if we can aggravate him. Critical miss. That's like, take this, and then you just slam the sling against your foot.
Done and done.
I'm not sure that guy really wants to exit that room. He's got clearly more intelligence than many of these other skelly boys. I don't really want... I mean, I suppose I could... Let's maybe try and pull a few more guys across. Oh my god, that is extremely dangerous. That was what, a magic missile? Single magic missile. I'm going to have to try and heal myself up. Well, we've moved the bears into the room. This is going to be messy, guys. Oh no, stinking clouds. OP. Oh god, that is some damage as well. Now, the good news is the stinking cloud isn't going to do too much. But it is going to really annoy me if these guys fall asleep again. Nice. Okay, they're getting stuck in. We've got one bear down, but he's still got his health. It's even knocked me on my ass there as well. Oh, nice hit there as well. Now, this stinky cloud isn't going to last too long. I'm going to risk trying to... Oh, I've really messed up there. I think we might have more than one stinking cloud here. We're not really taking any damage from it, though, which is good. I do think stinking cloud is like doing nothing but putting us unconscious, but we don't want to be put unconscious, as I think that poor old bear was at the top. Or maybe he wasn't, and he was just bearing the brunt of most of the fight at the top of the map there. Less. Oh, okay, yeah. He was basically having to take 6 of those guys on in hand-to-hand. Now it feels a little bit like got a bit of a fairer fight, and let's make it messy. Get some of our skelly boys involved. Hopefully the skelly boys just take a little bit of the aggro from the bears so they can really dish out the damage. Let's keep the spells going. Imbued white, their death. 7,600 experience from that. Crit hits coming out. Oh, another death there of 4,000. That's a good one to get as well. Well, there is a very... Those imbued whites are absolute chonkers, aren't they? They're the size of a bear. Imagine like a 12-foot bear or whatever. Those stats are enormous. And I learned some... oh, this sounded like... what was I watching on YouTube today? Aussie drain cleaning. Absolute YouTube classic. I just love the guy so much. Clearly a bit of that rubbed off on me. These guys need their drains cleaned. Look at that. That is blocked, mate. Oh, catch that. Oh, catch in my throat. That looks like a wand there. Interesting. I don't imagine it's going to be much of a game changer, but you never know. Another morning star there, +1. We got loads of loot going on. I think maybe let's use this as a depository, not a suppository. That's a mistake to make. That one looks like it might fit nicely. But the loot is good. I suppose what's nice is I haven't felt the need to buy anyone else in my party any equipment because I don't have any friends because they all died. What that means? Oh, let's get some bears in the back rank there. Fortunately, that bear on the top left seems to be nibbling the wall. They're just too big for this little area. These like confined spaces are going to be a real pain if these persist. So I'm pretty certain that bear has only just got into combat. We are losing a bear every now and then. Oh, I think the key is one of these. I can't remember exactly which one it is. It might actually be the holy symbol. Very easy to forget that little... Is it still locked? Oh, what? Something else. Let's put them all back in. Is there something I'm missing? Let's just get the loot instead. At least I know what I'm doing when I'm shopping. Let's try and keep this fight on the outside where we've got a bit more space. Looks like it's a bit confined in there.
Here I go.
Okay, this is why we need the keys, by the way. All these little extra rooms. If you don't explore everything, then you basically miss out on all these little side areas, I think. Is he really after me? No, good. He doesn't really have a choice. Whoa, okay. Bears are very cross. Right, let's get the bear stuck in. It's okay, this looks like it's going well. I do feel I need to pull back slightly so we can just get them all in combat. There we go. Oh, absolute eat it. Bones are back on the menu. I got a bit intimidated by this little area. It just looked a bit scary. There's definitely going to be something in here. Is there? For some reason, it felt like there'd be like a big area to the left and a big area to the right. There was not. Bear has smelt something in here. Some honey. Plain old key. It might be just the key we need to open that little bit there. I wish I knew a little bit more about what these keys did. But like I say, sometimes some adventures just have a big bunch of keys and try them all. This is actually brilliant. I got in some real trouble in this little bit here. I was very lucky to be able to get my sanctuary spell off. I think I ended up running in here and not realizing there was quite a few more creatures. Oh, nice. That is actually a very decent item, I seem to remember. At least it has some like generally decent bonuses, which have, I think, a helm. Oh, no, it's a neck piece. There is an iron stone helm, which I think looks quite similar, which is basically just a stone, much the same way that item's just a stone, but you can wear it in a particular slot. I might as well put it in now because it does seem, it definitely gives us, well, +1 to armor class by the looks of it, and also gives us +10 to hit points. I remember. I can't remember what else it gives us, but we can get back to town. Oh, look, we're being chased. Let's bring this into the pub. What a great prank. Annoyingly, we still can't identify some of this stuff, we really lose a lot of the value of it. And that's 200 gold there. I mean, what are we going to get for a Morning Star and Dazer? That's quite cool. Stun for 2 rounds. That is pretty cool, but we've got quite a lot of cash now, so we can kind of enjoy ourselves. Wand of Armory, no use for us. Wand of Magic Missiles, no real use. It might be good for spell interrupts. And on a cold, lonely night on the mountains, we might find a use for something of that shape. And yeah, definitely worth sticking that painted stone on. Okay, just wanted to have a quick check. Oh, Spectral Guards, cool. Okay, now we know what's there. I had a dream, what was there? Let's wake up. Hello? Little do they know. Oh, okay, that's a bit risky. I could be in some trouble there if he doesn't like me. That Spectral God does not like it. Let's go toe to toe. Let's see if we got the stones. Okay, we might not. We got 2 bears helping us out. We've got a shield as well. We've got decent enough armor. I mean, you see, this is combat against one of these. We simply don't stand a chance, even at the level we're at. Nice helmet. It's cool that they drop what they kind of wield there. Easy. I say easy. We did. No, we've got to remember where they respawn here. Let's run south. Oh no! Again, I think we've probably end up being the closest target there for that one Spectral Guard. Let's go toe to toe again. The +10 hit points here are actually making quite a big difference to my survivability because it's going to be pretty close. This. I'm not helping at all. The best thing I can do is try and get a cast off, I think, of something like Bless. Oh, this is going to be very close. I'm going to have to run. Okay, we're good. We're good. Watching some League of Legends recently. Honestly, a game I haven't played for a very long time. And for whatever reason, one of the videos was recommended. But there was definitely something about how it's really annoying when other people on your team don't kind of use their health pool as part of the like combined health pool, like take a bit of damage, so just a few characters don't have to take all of it. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but it was quite interesting. I felt that was a little bit poetic. I felt like I needed to pull my weight. Oh, that Thaco is very nice. That's going to make a very big difference. At this point, like those few extra points of Thaco make a very big difference now. And 2 is pretty sizable. Extensive pitched battle here. I don't work out where we're even having this fight. I think we're just trying to basically clear this whole area out. I mean, they're never going to financially recover from this attack. Oh no, okay. Maybe it's not as over as I thought it was. What can I cast here? Prayer? Maybe something just to improve some saving throws? Otherwise it's nap time at the Bears picnic. We've got one down already. Damn, he's getting absolutely slashed to pieces. But the Spectral Knights are taking a huge amount of damage. I love the pause in this game as well. The fact it's real-time combat with really useful pause. That's the way I'm describing it. But it's just absolutely the best way to play this game. Oh, damn. Okay, lightning bolt being thrown in there. We've got some of those too. Okay, 2 bears down. Damn, okay, and one more in some real trouble. I think next time what I need to think more of in these combats is getting some skilly boys in there just to tank a little bit of those the early madness. Getting some of the aggro out, taking some of the spells. I mean, we are down at this point a lot of attack power on that colour spray. Luckily, the colour spray hasn't really seemed to have affected anyone. One of those spells, I think, just because it's Heart of Fury mode, is kind of redundant. Everyone's saving throws are two up there, except for mine. Come on, I kind of want to see who else is here. See some arrows being thrown in the mix. It might just be these 2 skelly boys. If that is the case, then we are laughing, especially once we take the skeletal mage down. If the bears can last long enough just to get that, yes, okay. And it's pretty much now, we've just got to take this knight down. Once the Spectral Knight's down, it's GG. Just worried the bears are going to be running out of duration at this point. Laughing, absolutely laughing. Who would have thought 2 glowing bears? Wow, yes, fantastic. Incredible. Okay, sanctuary time. Let's just see what's up ahead. I've quick saved it, so no great drama if things go badly wrong. Here he is. I can't remember if this is a boss fight or not. But I feel we should probably, get in the corner. I'll tell you what, let's have a look through the rest of the team first. Oh, okay, that's pretty dangerous. One more of them would be pretty nasty. Oh, there's the other one. Whoa, okay, chill. Damn, okay, so we've got a few more fights going on here. This looks pretty manageable. A bit worried I'm going to be taking the brunt of that. Yeah, he did not like my casual turn. Yeah, you can tell, can't you, sometimes. I should have kept in that position. Hopefully the bears will catch aggro by slashing a few times. So I think that's been the major problem. I've actually cast the little Storm Ward, whatever it is I've got. Part of my class kit. I probably remember what it's called. Storm Guard. Am I reading that? Storm Shield. Come on. Come on, dude. Pro gamer. Just in case we get a lightning bolt or something. Oh, no, don't make me carry that ancient. I've got a feeling one of the ancient armors does get upgraded to something else, but do I want to be carrying that around for the next, 4 acts? I'm not sure. In fact, I've kind of answered it myself. I'd rather not bother. Maybe I'll put it in a box somewhere in one of the earlier maps that we can return to.
Done and done.
Okay, yeah, a few little interesting items. There's not much here, but it's all good value for...
At last, the mighty adventurer stands before me. To what do I owe this honor?
Just wow. What a voice actor. Incredible.
If it is evil that you seek, then you need look no further. I stand here. I care not at all whether you believe me, adventurer.
It's so cool the way that he's like, yeah, I am really evil, but I've got no idea what you're talking about.
I care even less for the living or their gathering places. If your Kuldahar is
It's so close to Kuldahar as well.
I can answer your quest. Orrick, the ice goddess.
I see. Okay. Man, I really hope I haven't messed this up, but because I've already been in that cave, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Would be an abomination.
Pretty certain she's in that cave we were in with the Yetis.
Of course.
So let's head back here. She should just be standing here now. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, okay. I'm not sure if I've messed this up. Part of me thinks for some reason I've got to talk to someone in the tavern. It seemed to work. I think more likely... Hello? More likely it was just me reloading the area. I'm a bit scared. What's going on? This should be an embarrassingly quick fight. Bless them up. Do we need to do any more? Is this getting a bit silly? Combat bonuses. Okay, she's quickly repositioned herself. Oh no. We've been ambushed. Yeah, let's start again. Okay, what is going on here? The important thing is we've got a lot of bears in the way of what would otherwise be a very frustrating fight. However, I don't have enough bears maybe attacking... Oh, these yetis are getting absolutely munched on. Super satisfying. Given how long some of these fights used to be, we can absolutely crunch our way through them. And there's some pretty decent experience from this as well. I mean, every fight's kind of... I mean, even if there's only 5 of them, we get at least 15,000, if not 20,000 experience from these fights. We are probably going to hit level cap sooner than I'm comfortable with. To be honest, I'd love your guys' advice. If you think I should maybe multi-class, dual class at some point. I just don't know. Curse has been lifted. She cursed me. Goodbye. He's going to get stuck in the ceiling. Oh no, there he is. Nice, okay. Yeti pelts for days. Worth about 20 gold now, I think, at this point. You have returned. No, we're getting closer to the end now. Whoa, look at that experience. Phenomenal. But it'll be great to hear your guys' feedback on what I'm doing right, what I could do better. A lot of you guys are very good at this game, and so, some of you never really played it as much as maybe you would have hoped to, so I like the idea of kind of doing it on your behalf. So let me know what you want to see. We could completely switch into a mage at this point and kind of level that up. I mean, we'd have to get a lot of experience and be starting at level 1. That could be amusing in of itself. I haven't actually played any more from this point, so I've kind of filmed a lot of this and edited it, and I've got as far as this now. So I'll be publishing this, and then I need your feedback on where you want me to go with it. So let me know. We've got some absolute badass armor, Kreslak, and I thought, let's just see what happens if I attack this guy, even if he isn't ludicrously strong. But eventually, and it took a long time, I got a crit hit, and he was immune. Kreslak sword, fine longsword, Morningstar, +1, longsword +1. Loads of cash here. Maybe I've left it too late to switch to be a mage. But I think the idea of getting haste and a few other interesting spells could really open things up. I just think it might be too late for me to do that. And actually, the idea of doing it as a pure cleric is very tough, and that might be part of the challenge. So, where to next? The Temple of the Forgotten God. Thanks very much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see any more. If you don't, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Why have you watched the whole thing, you nutcase? But leave a like, let me know what you thought, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.